it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Octavia92, and as you can tell by my attire, I'm just getting off work. I'm going to help my buddy install BlackVue Dash Cam on his Dodge Charger. It's gonna be a quick install, so that's why we're doing this video in this attire coming from work. And he had somewhere he has to go, so he called me to help him install it because he's seen the other one I did on my car. This one is not as in depth as mine. He's gonna be doing that later, but he just got it in the day, and of course he wants to put on now. So I was available, and things just worked out. So we're heading over there. And for you guys that don't know, the Chargers and Challengers are probably all Mopar vehicles. I'm not sure, but the center console 12-volt outlet, it continues to power or charge things even when the car is off. So that's what we're going to be running the power to, not the 12-volt outlet by the stereo or by the radio. So we're going to be running the power to that point, and we're going to be installing a 2-channel dash cam. I'm not exactly sure what model it is. When I get there, I'll update you on that. And we're going to be installing it, of course, on the front windshield and the rear windshield. And when we get over there, we'll continue the video. Oh, forgot to let you guys know, or just a quick update, AC is still working fine. Everything's working good on the Lexus. And if you don't know, this is a 5-speed. If you didn't see the video yet that I posted of me and JMP Motorsports putting in the new AC compressor and everything else needed for the AC to work properly. So it's working very nice. It just feels good to be in AC. And also this car is fun to drive. I'm really wanting to upgrade a lot of things on it just because these 2 JZs are fun to drive. I can't say that enough. So without further ado, we're gonna go to the video. I'm gonna use my Wonder Twin powers to start that video. I'm gonna go like this, all the way right there. Boom, boom. All right, guys, so we're back. We're in the car. This is the BlackVue Dash Cam that he got. And this is the BlackVue 2-channel DR590 Whiskey 2-channel. It's a 2-channel full HD 1080p Wi-Fi dash cam, meaning it's Wi-Fi capable. So if you need to pull off data, meaning video footage of an accident, incident, whatever it may be, you can pull off by just simply having the BlackVue app and pushing the button on the side, which I will show you right now. So this is how the packaging looks, which is pretty nice. That's your front cam. This is your rear camera. You gotta have the lenses covered up so you don't touch the lenses. Now, one thing I will say is this adhesive they have on here, I advise replacing that with either the holder that they sell separately, or you can use 3M tape. This film, this adhesive, it works okay, but not that great. But here's the button I was talking about, the Wi-Fi button. So this right here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but this is the button right here. You're gonna push, it'll say Wi-Fi on, and when it's on, you just connect to the Wi-Fi. There's a code on here as well that gives you the the password for the BlackVue Dash Cam Wi-Fi, so that therefore no one else can go in and erase stuff or what have you. But pretty much this is the quick and easy install. You have your main camera up front, rear camera in the rear, for the back. Now I will say this same adhesive, it works well on the back portion of the chargers because it's on the black part of the window back there. This part right here, there's a space back there to place it on the little sticky stuff, the little dots. That actually, it's not sticky, but that, I guess that texture just makes it stick and there's not as much heat on it. Whereas on the front windshield, where it's right against the heat, it's like in direct contact with the heat pretty much because the glass is there and it just heats up and it'll fall off. So it's no big deal, but you have to just keep reapplying it and it gets annoying. I've had better luck with the 3M tape. It still falls down sometimes, but not as much. I'm going to be getting the mount. I've been looking for the mount. I just gotta look a little bit harder to see if one fits the Dodge Chargers, or if they're, whatever it is they have to like mount it to where you can slide it in the mount and you have to worry about it then. You don't have to worry about it falling off at all. So if you park in the sun or whatever, try not to park in direct sunlight. If you can avoid that, that's better for the camera. It'll still record whether it's in the right position or not, but that's just my experience from it. Without further ado, I'm gonna get into how to apply the dash cam. So you have your two cameras there. Underneath those cameras is another box. In the box, you have your SIM card, your micro SD card, and then you have the adapter that put into the computer. So if you don't want to sit there in your car and pull out the Wi-Fi for whatever reason, you can just pull the card, the micro SD out, put it in the bigger SD card, and then put that in your computer to pull off the videos. Here's the cord that goes to the rear, and here's the cord for the quick install for the center console. They also come with some more little attachments. You can, when you run the wire, you can put these against the skin of the car, meaning when you pull this stuff down, you get right against the metal. You can attach these and then have the wire so it's nice underneath your headliner. That's how I run mine. I run mine from the windshield, underneath the rearview mirror, above the headliner, around, down the side, all the way back, and back across to the back camera as well. So that's what this wire is going to be for. This wire with the power, this is your main wire right here. This wire just connects the power from the front camera to the rear camera, but without this, it will not work. So you need this. So pretty much, I work, for the quicker version, I just work in reverse. So I'll plug this in and I'll run the wire, just because there's some spots underneath the dash. I'm gonna try to show you guys as I'm doing it, but you have to like fish the smaller part of the wire through. So this will fit through some parts, this won't. So start by just leaving it right here. I'll wait to the end to give it power. So at this point, so I'm gonna show you guys the process now. Once I've ran the stuff up to here, inside the center console, here's my wire. Here, you just take it down nice. And right here, I just get it in between. You get the idea. I don't have my other mount to hold the camera, so I'm just gonna walk you guys through this part really quick. You get the idea. You tuck it up under here, and then the parts I was telling you about. First, right here. And no, this is not a stock part on the chargers, but it actually helps with the wire being able to be held up. Just one less area you have to pull or attach a zip tie. So, all right, that's the first little loop. Then I run it across under here, over the hood latch. There's a little hood latch cable right here. It helps hold the wires up and it's out of the way. You use certain things to hold it in place. This is the part where I'm gonna might use one of those things right here. Bring it out a little bit just so it can have an attachment. Goes back under, and then right here, feed it through. And this is the part of the door you can pull apart, or you can just fit it back in there behind the door jamb, and you just work it up the side here. And you just feed it up here. This is the part where I'm gonna just pull that out a little bit. Put that in. Be careful about the airbag right there. Just slide it back behind here. You see how I need that AC? I ain't been out here 5 minutes yet without AC, so yeah. Just push that in, boom, boom, like so. Then, right here, you just, the wire's so thin, you can just stuff it in there, like get behind the headliner. Now, apply this, don't worry about this mount, that's my mount. So, all right, so now we're gonna peel back the tape on this. Now with this one, you can't really see exactly where the camera's pointing at until you get the app, because there's no screen on this. That's to make it more, oh, this is on here pretty good. It makes it more low profile. So even if somebody gets in your car, they can't really see it. And there's settings to turn off the automated sounds. So when you turn this on, it's gonna say BlackVue Dash Cam. So now we have it off. Sorry, it's right here. It's the button to help to rotate the camera. And then it locks into place. You can't rotate it without pushing this button. Push that button and you can rotate it. So even though it has the words upside down, like it's almost made to where it sits on the dash, but I literally put mine to where it's upside, like when it's like this, and it records looking back at me, or not looking back at me, but it records from the top angle. Because the Dodge there is just so low, it's not gonna record right. So you're not gonna get a good video. So put this dead center right there. It's a temporary spot because we're gonna have to replace that adhesive with 3M tape. So now that I have that spot, I'm gonna stuff my access wire down the side pillar, or the A pillar. And then going to attach right there. So that's where the camera is. As you can see from right here, it's where you can see it. It's kind of not that noticeable, but if you wanted to, you could probably put it up here to be even more secure. I just don't know how the view would be from that vantage point. So when we go to replace it, we're gonna put it right here. But you can see the adhesive is pretty on there, pretty good right now. But when the heat heats that up, it gets very malleable. So yeah, I have to detail this car. Sorry. So this is probably need 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to be right back. All right, so as you see, it's in there pretty smooth. Now we got to run the rear cord pretty much the same way, but when we get here, we're gonna pull this down. We're gonna go back this way. I'm gonna do all this recording and you're just gonna hear music. All right, later. All right, so now we're on the back. I don't know if you can see, but I ran the cord back. Now I'm going to go back. So on the chargers, there's a backside pillar, C-pillar. On the C-pillar, I just run it around. I don't know if that helped or not. If I run it around, just wiggle it in there, between the C-pillar cover and the headliner. Run it up, just to get back there. Like I said, this was a quick install, so being that it's quick, I did not bring my tools with me. Or you just need like your pry tools. But this whole back piece is, I think it's something with magnets or something like that. Now that you run your wire back, I'll put the headliner down a little bit, just to tuck the wire so you don't see it. All right, get the other camera. Which is right here. And we're gonna place it, I don't know, right about here. These are very low profile cameras, so if you don't know it was here, you wouldn't see it off in the app. This one, there's no button, so you could turn the camera and move it however you like. So kind of guess, and if it's out of position, this one, like I said, you can just easily turn it. Probably put it somewhat dead center. There's a good coverage on these cameras as well. Like I said, I have the same one. You just run your wire over. Once you get it in position, plug it in, and that's it. Then you just hide your wires. This is all fine. That's just the little clips. While it's down, make sure all that's tucked. Just push it back in, like so. All right, sorry about it being dark, but I'm turning the car on. We'll get light. All right, so listen for the camera to power on. It's not gonna power on because I ain't put I didn't plug the power up. All right, the lights come on. So you hear it says no SD card. That reminds you to put your SD card in. It's restarting. So we're gonna put the SD card in. This is the part when you have to hold the release button to pull out the camera. All right, so when you pull you have to push the release button I showed you earlier in the video. You push that and you pull away at the camera this way, so it comes out. And as you see, when you flip it back, there's the SD card slot right there. So you put it in. Like so. Then you put this back over the top. Now that that's ready. All right, guys, so before we start, we had to put the SD card in. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm pushing that same button I used to rotate it. You push that and you pull out. And that's how you get the camera out to put the SD card in. Once you have the SD card in, you put the cap back over the top, like I just showed you. And then it snaps back in like that. Pretty sure you guys heard that.
Initializing SD card.
So now you hear it.
Do not disconnect the power.
It's initializing the SD. So now you hear it, it goes to the prompts, tells you what's happening. It's initializing the SD card, and these lights, the lights are going to be flashing.
For your safe driving. Starting normal recording.
But when you turn the car on, you'll always hear this. But you can, like I said before, you can go in the app and turn these prompts off. And only one I have on mine still is my Wi-Fi. So when I pick the Wi-Fi button, it says Wi-Fi on. So I know that it's on, so I can connect my phone to the camera to pull off videos. All right, guys, so sorry about the lighting, but the rear camera, when you see right there, it shows you an indicator light that is on. You can go into settings and turn this light off. Also on the front camera, you have that white light is the Wi-Fi. I have the Wi-Fi on right now. I'm gonna go into the app and show you guys how the cameras look from the inside of the app and show you guys some settings you can change to get it set for the American standard stuff like kilometers and time. So here we go. All right, guys, what's going on? Now, this is the part of the app where you have to turn on the Wi-Fi on this BlackVue camera. You're gonna open up the app. Once you connect it to your BlackVue Wi-Fi, the password is in the box. Showing you guys some of the front menu options. So you hit the Wi-Fi button of the block and you're gonna go to your camera. You hit the live. You're gonna see your time and your mile per hour at the bottom there. You're gonna also be able to switch from front to rear from this same screen, but you have to go into the app settings at the beginning or during your initial install to set up the correct time and date. It's going to be set to kilometers and some other time. So I'm going to go through and show you guys how to go through the settings and how to get to the time and date. Here's the time. And also when you're doing this, because it's your initial setup, or anytime you go to make any changes, make sure you pull all the videos you need to pull. So this way, when you go to set and the camera reboots, you don't miss or you don't lose any of your videos that you had recorded. So once you set your time, you put it in manual setting, you just click that tab, you go there, and then you can adjust with the brightness. You can turn night vision on, image quality, resolution. As you can see, and the image quality, when you click on it, it lets you know that when you go to set it, you're going to lose anything you have saved. So pretty much the videos, that's it. Any other settings you have, it does not reset those. It just continues to save on top of your previous settings. But this is the area where you can go and change the resolution of the front and rear camera. It shows you all that stuff. Also the video quality. Also, you're gonna have to do the recording. So with recording, you can go in, as you see towards the bottom there, front camera rotation and rear camera rotation. You click on both of those so you get the view and the image that you saw at the beginning when I showed you the front and rear cameras. If when you initially set it up and you don't go to change these and click these on, your images will be upside down. Like I said, you go through and you save your changes. It's going to kick you out of the Wi-Fi as well. So when you go to save, your system is going to reboot. When it does that, you have to wait for it to reboot. It's going to go through. It's going to start blinking the 3 flashing lights, letting you know it's rebooting. It's going to also state that so you know that it is in reboot mode and saving your current changes. Once they're saved, you're going to go click on the Wi-Fi button again that I showed you earlier in the video, and then you're going to go through the same connection process, and you're going to come in, you're going to see your saved settings. So that's when you're going to have the correct time, correct date. So therefore, in the case of any incident or anything like that, you will have it recorded with the correct time and date. This is showing the settings. The camera goes through a rebooting. It's going to blink those 3 lights like I stated earlier. It's going to be speaking to you as well. I have the volume off, so you can't see it in the recording during the screen recording, but you see up top the Wi-Fi signal is going to go away. All the stuff is going to be erased. So when I do reboot it and have the correct times and stuff saved in there, all this stuff gets lost, but these are just the initial videos. Also in the recording section or tab is where you can set the recording length from 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. This is when I was showing how it came original, where the rear camera is upside down. So like I said, in settings, you go to firmware settings. This is where you're going to be able to change all of the settings from time, camera rotation, the sensitivity. You can change that from high, medium, and normal. And like I said, you go here, you click on manual time setting, and from there you set your date and time. It automatically sets up, and it syncs when you hit manual. So you can double check it, but it will sync to the correct time and date. And then you just back out. And when you keep backing out, you can go through other settings as well and change those before you go to the page right before the home page. That's when it's going to prompt you, let you know, hey, if you save right now, you're going to reboot the system, you're going to lose all your videos, and your new settings will be saved. So before you do that, if you have any videos of, say, a prior accident or just something you had recorded, you can save those images. When you save those images, you want to save, they're going to go to the internal memory of the app. not to your photo library directly. You have to then go into the home page and go to internal. You'll see a phone, it says internal, that's for internal memory of the app. And from there, you'll have all the clips that you downloaded from your BlackVue camera. From there, there's a setting on the side of each clip, 3 little dots. You hit those and you click share, and then select where you want to send the video in case you need to send it to your lawyer, or you want to email it to yourself and you just want to have it backed up on your email in case you lose your phone or just safer reasons. So right here, that bottom square is where you see the internal memory. Also, there's more features with the cloud as well. That is a paid feature though. Everything you're seeing right now is free. So that's the awesome thing about this as well. It comes with a lot of good free, I guess, basic features where you can save video and everything else. This is going through the reboot process. As you can see up top, the 5GE came on. So that means the app reboot itself. And that means that I cannot look at the Wi-Fi anymore. You have to wait till the camera resets itself. Then it comes back on and it says BlackVue recording, I believe. Once it does that, you hit the Wi-Fi button on the side. It'll say Wi-Fi on, and then you go through the connection process of connecting to the Wi-Fi, and then you can go into the app and you can go to settings and double check your settings. They should all be saved. Your orientation of your camera will be saved, and from there your videos will be deleted, but that's when you see all the videos are gone. There's no videos because when it reboot, like I said, it will clear all that out. So this is something you want to definitely do when you first get your BlackVue Dash Cam. So then going forward, you will only have to worry about the loop over. Pretty sure if you go to a lower grade recording, standard recording mode, you can probably get more video. Obviously, if you have it on record infinity, if you click the option when you're ordering to get the BlackVue or Blackmagic BlackVue box, that's for the more robust install. Just pretty much you connecting to your fuse box in your engine bay. That's going to be another video though. So as you see, I was going through toggling the reverse camera and showing you guys how to change the orientation. Again, when you save this, it's going to disconnect and reboot again. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial of the install and a little quick overview of the app itself for BlackVue. This was the BlackVue 590 2-channel. So it shoots in full HD and HD and normal, as you saw. BlackVue has they have more cameras of different types. So they have some that are a little bit, they shoot 4K as well. So you have those, you have these, and you have one below it. So they have 2 channels, which means a front and rear facing camera. 1 channel means just 1 camera, and that's only going to be in the front. So that's just a little bit of info. Heard it say parking mode on. So once you're sitting for a little bit, it'll turn into parking mode. It's not recording. It's just letting you. It's just pretty much saying that it's in parking mode. So it's not going to record, I guess, the GPS. But it's very cool dash cam, very reliable dash cam. My dash cam has paid for itself 10 times over already. It's an awesome product. So if you haven't got one, check them out. They have all, I think they cover all bases for being able to afford one, from the 1 channel to the 2 channels to the 2 channels with full HD, HD, and 4K. And then from there, they have actual external battery and other things you can do to have it record. If you don't have the power to have it running constantly like how the chargers do, they have that center console 12 volt DC power outlet that runs constantly, but I guess it trickles or whatever. It doesn't burn the battery out. Like I said, I had mine on for a year now, but mine's also connected to the fuse box, so they will turn on whenever they sense detection or motion. In the app, you can also go to the settings and you can turn that to high or low or whatever. If you're in an area where you always have a cat on the dang car, you can put it on medium or low. So when an actual car hits it, it records, but it won't record when a cat gets on it, or it will. You can find out who's scratching your car up. So thanks for looking at the video, guys. And once again, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and follow on my Instagram as well. So have a good night, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Later. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, here's some more videos you can check out. Before you do that though, hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so this way you're notified when we post out awesome new content. Go Jags!